Hello, friends. It's Monday. It's time for the 3-card weekly reading, and today is an extra special Monday for a lot of reasons. Of course, it is the very first of the month, which is kind of cool, and it is an important holiday on the wheel of the year. Today is Lughnasadh, also known as Lammas, which means loaf mass. It is the first of the 3 harvest festivals in the wheel of the year. And it's Jerry Garcia's birthday. And what begins the 9 days that every deadhead celebrates every year. We used to call it Jerry Week. Now we call it the days between. But we start with Jerry's birthday on August 1st and Jerry's death date on August 9th. So, it's a big day. It's a big day starting a new week. So I'm very happy to see all of you here. For those of you joining me on Instagram, so great to see you. I will be happy to pull cards for you, but if you want to see the cards, you actually have to come over to YouTube where we have Card Cam, and those of you on YouTube can see, what are we doing here? Something unusual. I have from Spiral Tarot, the Empress, and then of course I have the Grateful Dead Tarot that I'll be using for our 3-card weekly reading and single cards for all who ask. I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing with that Empress card in just a moment. But first, I want to say thank you so much to Claire for the super chat. I hope you got to see your grandbabies this weekend. So, one grandbaby is home, and we live in the same complex. So very, very close to one grandbaby. Other grandbaby still in the NICU, but doing better and better. This weekend, no more feeding tube, and she graduated from the isolette to a crib, so she's getting closer and closer to be able to come home. And of course, Elliot is doing great at home. So thank you so much for that, Claire. And let me do the grandchild report right away. And thank you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Super chats and super stickers are ways you can support this broadcast. You can also support this channel by becoming a member. And you can tell who the members are because their names are in green. You can also support this channel by liking this video. And if you're here and have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. Now, couple of things. If you look in the description for this video, you will see that StarCon tickets are now on sale. The link is right there. Go to StarCon, see our presenters. We don't have the full roster of presenters yet, but we've got quite a few. And it's exciting, really. And get your ticket. You can join us online on the Excel Events event management platform. This will be our 3rd year on Excel Events, so we know what we're doing with that now. And if you want to join us in person, it is our 1st year at the Hilton Palm Beach Airport Hotel, which is in West Palm Beach. Nice hotel. We are going to have a lot of fun. All right, so nice to see all of you here. Let's take a moment and start first with this Empress card. I chose the Empress from Spiral Tarot because the wheat is so very prominent. And August 1st, one of the 4 cross-quarter days of the year, this is cross-quarter between the autumnal equinox and the winter solstice. Directly across the calendar from Imbolc, also known as Bridget and Candlemas. So what are we celebrating? We are celebrating the first harvest season, and it is very specifically called the holiday of wheat. That's why it's called Lammas. It's also called, of course, Lughnasadh, which is my preferred name for it. But it's also called Lammas, which meant loaf mass. On the Christian calendar, this was a time where people would bake bread, literally loaves of bread, loaf mass, and give bread to poor people. So it's a day to celebrate our harvest and give charity to others. So I'm going to ask you to take a moment and just focus with me on Major Arcana 3, the Empress, as a card of abundance, prosperity, and fertility. And at this time, let us bring into our own hearts and our own lives that blessing of abundance, the resources that we need for ourselves, for our families, and enough to share with those who need it. Let us ask not only for the blessing of our own abundance, but the blessing of generosity, compassion, charity, as we include others in our blessings. All right, thank you for that. Okay, now let me get to my cards here. And this is when, once again, you're going to see me riffle, shuffle a collector's deck. And I had promised myself with this deck, this is like the most beautifully packaged deck I own. I had promised myself that I wouldn't riffle it, that I wouldn't use it for workhorse readings. But then I saw it's got linen finish. And man, you have to be like a real heavy-duty hardcore tarotist to have a favorite tarot finish. Do you have such a thing? I do, and it's linen. And this is linen, and so at that point I'm like, oh, that's it, man. My extremely expensive tarot deck is getting riffled. And if you're a deadhead, you're going to know where this joke is going, man. Riffle in still water. All right. Here we go. And you know what we're going to do? 3 cards for... Actually, you know what? Because also August 1st, we got to do 1 card for the month. 3 cards for the collective for the week, and then individual cards for all who ask. And because it is August 1st, I will remind you that your monthly tarot scopes, which, yes, I will be doing with Grateful Dead Tarot, monthly tarot scopes should be up either today or tomorrow. I know I promised them not to be late this month, but we're getting there. We really are. All right, so 1 card for the collective for the month of August. What is our energy for the month of August? It is 8 of Bears. Now, first of all, August is the 8th month, and we got an 8 card. So is that cool? Yes, that's cool. Bears is the suit of Pentacles, so 8 of Pentacles. So what does that tell us about this month? This is a month to learn, to work, to create, to practice, to do what we need to do even when it feels repetitive and boring. This is a month, and it makes sense too, because the 8 of Pentacles can be about education. And of course, August is a month where many people go back to school or get ready to go back to school. So that makes perfect sense as well. A focus on education, a focus on learning, a focus on doing the work we need to do on all levels. Okay, so that's the month of August. Now let's do 3 cards for the week. And again, those of you coming in on Instagram, thank you so much for being here. If you want to be able to see the cards, come on over to my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube. But if you'd like to request a card on Instagram, I'll be happy to do that as well. We do 3 cards for the collective and a single card for the individual. And I'll remind you now, remember what your card is throughout the week. And that way, if you can join us on Friday, for the Friday weekly wrap-up, we can compare your Monday card with your Friday card. All right. And I have to say a big thank you to Katie Kondo, who is a member of this channel and who has just helped out with a generous super chat. Thank you. And yes, I can see your message this time, Katie. Card for me, please. Absolutely. Yes, will do. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. 3 cards for the collective for the first week in August using Grateful Dead Tarot. All right. First card out, the Terrapin of Bears reversed. For those of you who don't know this deck or don't know Grateful Dead culture, what is the Terrapin of Bears? It's the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles reversed to start. Major Arcana 11, Fire, also reversed, and that would be Justice, so Justice reversed. And Major Arcana 19, Sunflower, which would be the sun in its upright position. So 2 reverse cards, 1 upright. Are you feeling like your world is a little upside down right now? I think a lot of us might be. So what are we going to get from these 3 cards together? You know, some of you have heard one of my favorite expressions. Do not let people piss in your Cheerios. So what do I mean by that? I mean, don't let other people or difficult situations keep you from having a good day. And when we look at these 3 cards, there's a lot going on here. Looking at that Ace of Terrapin, the Terrapin of Bears, the Ace of Pentacles reversed. There's a lot of people concerned about money. A lot of people concerned about their jobs. And this week, that's going to be sort of a heavy energy for people. You know, do we have enough money? Is my job secure? Do I like my job? And then right next to it, Fire reversed. So fire comes from the song Fire on the Mountain. That's what the image is. There's a dragon with matches loose on the town. Take a whole pail of water just to cool him down. That's what we're looking at here. It's the Justice card reversed, and you can tell because he's holding that heart versus a feather, related to, of course, the Egyptian goddess Mot of the underworld. Okay, so coming up reversed. There is so much that feels unfair. And, you know, we may not all agree on what is fair, what is not fair, what is right, what is not right. But I think right now most people are feeling like there's a lot going on that isn't fair. And that may be in your personal life, that may be in your family life, but that may also be in your town, in your city, in your state, in your county, in your nation, on the planet. And when we look at these 2 cards together, we could see concerns for ecological justice. We can see concerns for the well-being of the planet, just as we can see concerns for our financial well-being. Now, are these issues that are just for this week? Of course not. But these may be things that we find significant concern with this week. Now, thank goodness for the final card, Sunflower. This, of course, comes from the song China Cat Sunflower and is, in Grateful Dead Tarot, the sun, and it comes up upright. And so what does this tell us? It tells us to move forward without fear. That yes, there may be financial issues, there may be planetary issues, there may be issues of well-being in many, many ways. And yes, certainly, there are things that are unfair. And yet, we must go forward without fear, with joy in our hearts. We are the ones who can not only survive this, but we are the ones who can thrive. We are the ones who can make a difference, and we make a difference by acknowledging what is different, what is difficult, acknowledging what is difficult, but keeping joy in our hearts, nonetheless. And so this week, take that inventory of the things that are unfair, that are difficult, that are hard, the resources that you don't have, the justice that you do not see. Take an inventory of that and fight it, but fight it with joy in your heart. Fight it with a smile on your face and fight it without fear, because we, at the end of the day, have the power. So, there's your 3-card weekly reading with Grateful Dead Tarot. Again, those of you joining me on Instagram, thanks for being here. I'm simulcasting from my YouTube channel. If you want to see the cards, come on over to my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube. I'm happy to see you here. I'm happy to see you there. All right, so now we do individual cards for the individual cards for the week ahead. For all who request, I'll take them in the order that I see them. And Tarot Monet on Instagram, I'm thinking that the hands raised emoji was a request for a card. That is my guess, so I'm going to give you one. And then I will go over and take the requests on YouTube in the order that I see them. If you want to join me over on YouTube, please do. I will also take requests on Instagram. Wisdom Collective, please, thank you. I see that as a request as well. So I shall. Christine Ashworth, nice to see you. Happy to do it. So let me do these 3 on Instagram, and then I'll come over to YouTube. So Tarot Monet, Fountain Reversed. That's the star. The star reversed. So for you, for this week, you have to think, like, is what you think you want what you really want? And you got to be focused. You got to be really clear in all aspects of your life. What do you really want? Because this week, you will have an opportunity to work for and achieve some of the things you want. But what do you really want? That's what you need to focus on. All right. Wisdom Collective on Instagram. Here we go. The Page of Bears. That's like the Page of Pentacles. This week, Wisdom Collective, you're going to be focusing on what you're learning, what you're communicating, and most specifically having to do with work, money, and your own well-being. Being open to learning new skills, new possibilities, and having the right conversations about those things. All right. And Christine Ashworth. So tickets for StarCon are now on sale. If you go to the StarCon website, you can see the presenters, not all of them, but a lot of them. You can see some of the workshops we're going to be having, and you can get your tickets. Looking forward, and Christine Ashworth has already agreed to be a presenter for StarCon 2024. See, we are ahead of it. Okay, so for Christine, you get the Terrapin of Bolts reversed. So that is the Ace of Wands reversed. Christine, I'm wondering if there's ways this week you are feeling a little drained, not feeling well, either physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I know you have so many good, exciting, wonderful things going on, but you also have to take time to nurture yourself of body, mind, and spirit to make sure you have the energy that you need. All right. Very good. Now, moving on over here to my people on YouTube. I will take these in the order in which I see them. Starting with my good friend Carrie Dunn. I hope you're doing well. Here is your card for the week. You get Eyes reversed. Eyes is the world, okay? Beautiful lyric. Wake up to find out that you are the eyes of the world. But it's reversed. And so I wonder, Carrie, this week, if you've got some things going on where you're not just sure how things are fitting together and how it's all going to work. This card tells you and reminds you that you have all the right ingredients, you have all the right knowledge, you have what you need. You just kind of have to be patient and figure out how you're going to guide it, how you're going to see it, how you're going to see it through. Be patient and give it time. I promise you, you will get there. Marion Newberry is the next person I see. So nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member here. Here is your card for the week. Okay, you get the Page of Bears upright. So, this week, Marion, off to work with you, doing the things that you need to do in the practical world, really, as far as your job, as far as your own self-care. Communication is important, learning is important, but I just get the sense that you're kind of just going to chug along and do what needs to be done, which, okay, may not be the most exciting thing, and I know that not this past weekend, but the weekend before you were at Omega, so we're like back to Babylon now, my friend, but it's fine. It's fine. And you may even find yourself learning something new, enjoying something new. Okay. Mediha Ness, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. I shuffled. You saw me shuffle, but you got this same card. And this is a brand new deck, so it's not like there's card damage causing certain cards to stick out. This is also for you, my friend Mediha. All right, eyes reversed, the world reversed. But I'm gonna give you, I'm feeling it a little different for you. Having to do for you with how you're viewing your life, your history, your narrative, your world, the world you live in, the world you want to live in, and how you're seeing it. And there may be some things going on, either personally or on a larger scale, that are making you feel like your world is a little turned upside down. And trying to figure out, how do you work this? How do you make this work? Take a breath, take a beat, give yourself some time just to feel comfortable in your own skin. You're not responsible for how screwed up the whole world is. You may not even be responsible for things that are screwed up in your own little world. But just give it time and know that things will come together. You figure out where you can make a difference in your life, where you can make a difference in the world, where you can have some impact. You figure that out and you do those things. And know that that energy does have a ripple effect and does make a difference everywhere. All right. Ben, Libra Does Tarot. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. And thank you for the good wishes for the twins. Elliot's doing just great at home, as I was saying earlier. And Aubrey is making progress in the NICU. So there's some hope that the whole family will be together really soon. So thank you so much for that. All right. Here we go. The Knight of Roses. So that would be like the Knight of Cups, Ben. I feel like that card, obviously not in this deck, but in a different deck, the Knight of Cups is something that has come up for you. Am I misremembering that? I just feel like that's come up for you recently before. Anyway, this week, my friend, lead with love. Whether that's focusing on romantic love or friendship or love for life, love for your higher power, love for what you do. Keep love in your heart and let that be a motivator and spread that energy around everywhere. And know that the blessings of that will come back to you. That's a beautiful thing. Okay. Robin Renee, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is your card for the week. And if you're just joining us on Instagram, thank you for being here. I am simulcasting on my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube. If you want to see the cards and interact more directly, please join us there. Otherwise, I'm here too. All right. Robin Renee, here we go. What is it with this? Man, between what the 3-card weekly reading said and the fact that in just this short time, 3 people have gotten this card, Eyes reversed, which is the world reversed. You know, it feels like maybe we are collectively not happy about certain things going on in the world. And maybe that is a building energy that we're seeing. For you, Robin Renee, when we think about your world, you know, the personal world of Robin Renee, there are some missing pieces there. Some of those missing pieces are loved ones who have passed on. Remember that they are there with you in spirit. Some of those missing pieces are the relationships that you would want to be having now that you're not. Breathe, one foot in front of the other, keep moving forward. It will all come together in the right time. You're not there yet, but you will be. You keep that faith this week and going forward. Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. Thanks for using a members only emoji. You're having a rough morning. I am so sorry. Hopefully this card will cheer you up, but man, you never know. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. Just what you needed. Okay, this is Major Arcana 14. In this deck, it's called Doorway. It's Temperance. So the song references Box of Rain, which I could give you all the lyrics there, and that would be interesting and fun, but you really don't want me to do that. What you want me to do is give you your reading with this card, which I'm going to do. And I love the idea of temperance being a doorway, you know, because we think about temperance as like finding those right ingredients, blending together what we need to find our way forward. And the thing is, in your life, Von Ray, you are looking for that doorway. You are looking for that perfect blend. You are looking for that way forward that allows you to be uniquely you. Everything that is true about you, your skills, your talents, your beliefs, your ancestry, everything that is you. Everything that makes you you. For you to see the beauty of that, for the world to see the beauty of that, for you to be able to take those things, go forward and create what you want. This has been your mission. And there are times that you're feeling that you're not moving forward as quickly as you would like. This card suggests that the opportunities are there. You'll have to see them, you'll have to work with them, you'll have to blend them together. You have to open the door. But it's there and it will be, and you may even get some good news or inspiration this very week toward that forward motion and toward achieving your goals. Hey, Betty Flesher, thank you so much for being a member here. Really appreciate you. Here is a card for you. The 8 of Bolts reversed. That is like the 8 of Wands reversed. And so this week, there may be some things that, like you may already be looking at your calendar this week and saying, yeah, I got to do this, I got to do that, I can't get out of doing that. There may be some ways, especially this week, that you're feeling stuck. Things you have to do that you really didn't want to be doing. And you may really have to do them. I mean, this is not saying you can get out of the things you don't want to do. And so as you face this week, Betty, you may be facing some things that you're kind of like not thrilled about. Take a breath, find your creativity, find your energy. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in the have-tos when there are so many want-tos. Find time to do the things you want to do. Do the things you have to with grace, with pride, and with strength. And know that you will not be in the situation you find yourself right now forever. It's temporary. Okay, Melissa Grosso, so nice to see you. Hey, I saw your pictures. You know, when you said you were going, was it whitewater rafting, kayaking, something in Pennsylvania. I didn't realize it was the Poconos, which is the land of my ancestors. So I'm really interested in knowing where in the Poconos you were. You might have driven past my house. Seriously. All right. Thank you, Melissa, for being here. Thanks for being a member here. And it's Monday. Here is your card for the week. The Three of Bolts reversed. The Three of Bolts, of course, are wands, right? So Three of Wands reversed. Melissa, you are starting out this week feeling like you're fighting a war you can't win. You are starting out this week feeling like you are not set up for success. And, you know, there are reasons that's true. But there's a couple things you have to think about. First of all, your metric for success is different than the actual expectation, number one. And so recognize other people could see you as very successful when you yourself are not feeling successful. It is good to have a high standard of excellence, but you also have to take the win when it's a win, even if it wasn't the win that you wanted it to be. Does that make sense? And so on one hand, we have to acknowledge the things that you're going to be facing this week that are frustrating. But on the other hand, we have to acknowledge your ability to handle them, your ability to deal with them. It will not always be to your satisfaction, but there comes a time when good enough has to be good enough. And that's what I think you need to play with this week. All right. Pamela's Insight. So nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Hang on, just scrolling up here. Okay. Here we go. Pamela's Insight. Oh, look at this. This is the second time this card has come up. The Eight of Bears, which is like the Eight of Pentacles. So Pamela, this is a week that you should really work on creating things and like do the work of it. Do the work of creation and put your time and energy into that as much as you can this week. Claire C., thank you for being a member here. And thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Oh, you get the Storyteller, which is, and perhaps you can see from the cliff there, the Fool. Claire C. This week, you may make some plans for a whole new journey. Doing things a different way. Planning a trip. Maybe you'll get your StarCon tickets. Planning something that you really want to do. And this week, try to embrace it in a really lighthearted way. So planning travel, planning growth, planning change, without fear, lighthearted, have fun with it. Recognize that as much as you may be facing some difficult things, this is also a time in your life when you're allowed to have fun. And think about how you're going to do that. All right. Bianca Tarot, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. The Three of Roses, which is the Three of Cups. Bianca, have a good week this week, please. Enjoy your friends. Get together with people. Whether it's online or in person, spend time with people you care about. Celebrate your community. Have some fun. If you are one who enjoys, a glass of wine or whatever, this is a good week for that, obviously in moderation always. But whatever it is you enjoy, whatever it is fun for you. That's what you want to be doing this week. Focus on having some fun this week, my friend. Arlette, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Glad you're here. And let me just say thank you to everyone joining me on Instagram. This is a simulcast on my YouTube channel. If you want to see the cards, come on over to YouTube, Christiana Gaudette Tarot on YouTube. But I will also pull cards here if you ask. And hey, Marisol, I haven't seen you in a million years. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. All right. So let's see, Arlette. Thank you for being here. The Five of Bolts reversed. So this is a card where actually the reversal is kind of fun. It's like the Five of Wands reversed, which really speaks to creative collaboration. You know, you are such a creative person, Arlette. And I think you've been trying to figure out what your way forward is with that. And here we see collaboration. Now that may be collaborating with other creative people. That may be collaborating with teachers. That may be collaborating with yourself as far as putting different ideas together to create what you really want. So give yourself that freedom to put things together, to collaborate, to take different ideas, mix them together, and see what you get this week. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. Here. Okay, you get the Musician reversed. So that's like the Magician. And it's reversed. So Smile Soul 20, I know you've been doing some stuff with schooling, and I know you've been trying to move forward with work. This week, there may need to be some real focus on whatever that balance is, on the educational piece, on the work piece, on how you move forward. You might be feeling stuck. You might be feeling like things are not moving forward as quickly as you would like. See what you can do to remedy that this week so that you can indeed achieve your goals. All right, Amy Foreman, so nice to see you. Looking forward to doing a gig with you soon. All right, and Amy is going to be presenting at StarCon, everyone. Just saying. All right, here is a card of the week for you. Look at that. The Six of Bolts. That's like the Six of Wands, a card of victory. This week, you got some wins coming for you. You need to recognize overall that you are a winner. You may have some things really going your way this week, or you may be planning some things that are very likely to yield success. So, be confident. All right. And once again, Claire C., thank you for that super chat. Okay, the next request that I see, just over scrolled, give me 1 minute. Okay, Kim Case, nice to see you. And I know you are a member here. You're not signed in with your member account, but I know you're a member, so thanks for that. Here is a card for you, Kim. The Five of Skulls, which is the Five of Swords. Kim, this week you got some battles on your hand. What are you battling? Is it internal? Is it external? You know, there's that whole thing about pick and choose your battles, figure out which hill you're willing to die on and which one you're not. And if there's a battle you're fighting, you're going to need to fight to win. You're going to need to believe in your own ability to win. So this week, Kim, is not so much a week for compromise. It's a week for figuring out what you want and going for it. And Marisol M. Zacks. I'm figuring you got to be Marisol, because how many other M. Zackses do I know? A card for you, yes, most certainly, over on Instagram. The Seven of Bears, that's the Seven of Pentacles. You know, this week it feels like you got a lot you got to take care of, a lot of work that you have been doing, that you are doing, and you may not be sure, Marisol, that the work you're doing, yes it is, okay, I figured it was you, yep. You may not be sure that the seeds you're planting are going to bloom. You may not be sure that what you're working for is going to take you where you want to go, but I really believe that it is. So this week, be willing to work hard and know that the things you are working for, the things you are working on, will end up being successful in the long run, and just be patient with that. All right. All right. Let's see. Stylin' Chica. Nice to see you. I saw you over on Instagram, so my evil plan to get you over here to YouTube apparently worked. Happy to see you. Happy Monday and first harvest. Yes, indeed. Here is a card for you. The Nine of Bolts. That's like the Nine of Wands. So you've got some stuff going on, my friend, where you may be feeling a little wounded. You may not be feeling as strong as usual, and you may be feeling a little defensive. And as you look at this week, there may be some things you're not hopeful about. There may be some things you have to do that you really don't want to or that you're unsure of. I'm sorry, but here's what you need to know. You're strong, you're capable, you can do this. The advice for the week: if you have time and energy to spend on your own personal healing, by all means, please do. If you find yourself being overly defensive, by all means, please don't. If you can tap out for a minute and just take some rest, do. If you just have to keep going, it's fine. You will move towards success. You will do what you need to do, and it will not always be this difficult. You've got this. Really, really, you do. All right. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using the members only emoji. Here is a card for the week for you. Oh, you're the second one to get this. The Five of Swords. So, is this the week that your boss is here, I wonder? Or are you preparing for that? I'm just thinking this is about that. Pick and choose your battles. There are going to be some times you're going to have to speak the truth or correct somebody else's mistake. Do it gracefully, but do it. This may not be the easiest week, but it will be fine. Just be very, very strategic. That's the key, man. Very, very strategic. Okay. Hey, Allison Yogaland, nice to see you. And Julie Mercado. Sorry. Thank you for being here, switching over from Instagram. Card cam is cool, right? All right. And just go ahead and request a card. Next request I see is Julie Rogan. Thank you so much for being a member here, Julie. It's nice to see you. And here we go. The Five of Bolts reversed. So that's like the Five of Wands reversed. You're the second person to get that. Julie, this week, even when other people are acting in an adversarial way, you know, this is a time you got to kill them with kindness. Be nice when they're not being nice. Not because you're being a patsy, not because you're not seeing it, but because that's how you win. You will find a way to collaborate with some difficult people. You will find a way to make things work even when other people are being obstinate and silly. Do it seriously. Kill them with kindness. That is the advice. Okay. And let's see. Here we go. So Julie Mercado. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with your name. I apologize. Excuse me, but since you just came over here from Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and do your card now. I did not see your request, but I'm just going to do it because I appreciate you coming here. And I hope that you subscribe. All right, so here is your card for the week ahead, Julie. Oh, look at you, a good card it is. Six of Bolts, which is the Six of Wands, a card of victory. This card should give you a lot of confidence going into this new week, that things can go your way, that your projects can succeed, that your ideas are good, and that it's really important for you to see yourself as a winner. Even if things do not go exactly your way, find the way that you win, and you will. All right. Nellini, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here, and thank you for the kind words for the grandbabies. Also to you, Melissa Grosso. Thank you for that. All right. Here we go, Nellini. Nellini, this week, the Two of Roses reversed. And, this is all about figuring out the partnerships in your life. And, there are ways that your current relationship does not feel to be balancing out the way you would want. Rather than attaching a lot to that, try to have the conversations, try to have the communication, try to feel the love and the energy that is there and see where that takes you. I think that there can be for you a real sense of panic when you feel something, like, oh, this may not be going well. Get rid of the panic and just look at what you got. And, you don't have to fix it for a lifetime, but see what you can do for it for today. Okay, Maria Barisi, nice to see you. Card for you for Anthony and Kim. So Kim did end up getting in here on your own, so that was good. And thanks for the nice wishes for the grandkids. I pass all of that along to Allison and Damien, the mom and dad, and they really do appreciate it. Okay, so Maria, here is a card for you for the week ahead. The Two of Bolts. This is like the Two of Wands. Maria, this is a very good week for you to start to make some plans for the future. I know that's something you've been thinking about for a while, but this week I think you could find that things will really start to come together. That you will, be able to come up with some plans and move forward toward them in a way that really works. So on a spiritual level, putting your energy into it as manifestation. On a practical level, just figuring out what those plans are, what those dreams are, what those goals are, you make them happen. Now, for Anthony. Anthony, you're the second one to get this, the Musician reversed. That's the Magician reversed. And, I think that you're still thinking in a larger way around career direction. And I wonder if there's any kind of classes, training, or schooling that you might be thinking about. And maybe you thought about it and decided you didn't want to. But this week, start thinking about it maybe in a different way, because that may be exactly what you need to go to where you want to go or do what you want to do. There may be some learning or education or training involved. So think about what that might mean. And as I said, I was able to get to Kim. She was able to log in her other account. Hey, Linda Armstrong, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Glad that you are here. Linda. The Ten of Skulls, that's the Ten of Swords. This may be a hard week for you. You may not be feeling well physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You may have a lot of decisions to make. You may have a lot of things you need to deal with. You may have other people who are having issues or who are making things more difficult. Here's what you need to do. Don't overthink. Trust yourself. And if something isn't working, you either have to change it or end it. Change or end. Those are your two choices. You have some power here. And the great thing about this card, my friend Mary Ellen Collins says about this card, stick a fork in me, I'm done. So if there are some things that you're ready to be done with, you have permission. Be done. Seriously. Oh, Ben, you'd like to be with us in person for StarCon. Now, a number of people are. That is happening. And it's a beautiful hotel. If you're flying in internationally, there's, depending on how you want to do it, the closest airport is Palm Beach International. You might find it's easier to fly into Miami or Fort Lauderdale. There's lots of ways to do that. Reach out to me if you have questions about how to do it. But by all means, please do join us. We would love to see you. Okay. And Ben, did we do your card already? I don't know if we did or not. But if we didn't, make sure you ask. I think we did. Okay. Leslie Jones, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay. Major Arcana 5, called Saint, which is so great because that can be like Saint Stephen or Saint of Circumstance, right? It's the Hierophant reversed. So Leslie, you are the boss of you. You don't let anybody, and you don't let anybody else's tapes in your head tell you who you are, how you are, or what is true about you. You have got to get out of a particular narrative. And this could be a narrative that was set up for you by a past relationship. This could be a narrative that was set up for you by your family, by your religion, by schooling, whatever. You get to tell your own story, and you have been telling the story of yourself in a way that makes you the bad one. And I promise you, you're not the bad one. Hey, Kathy, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Good morning to you. Here is your card for the week. The Page of Roses. That's like the Page of Cups. That's wonderful. This week, be gentle with yourself, be loving with yourself, and be open to hearing messages from loved ones in spirit. Recognize how loved and lovable you are. If you have young people in your life, try to reach out to them and spend some time with them. And it's a very good week. If you are at all a creative writer, it's a very good week to do some of that. And if there is a class you would like to take or something you would like to learn about something you would like to learn about something that you really love, it's a good time to make that happen. All right. Christina R., you and Karen Winkle. Yes, indeed. Nice to see you. And Karen Winkle is a member, and we so appreciate her membership. Okay. All right, Christina. I'm going to start with you, Christina, and then I'll do Karen. For you, Christina, oh my goodness, it's the Mother, which is the Empress. The lyric here, Delilah Jones was the mother of twins. So's my daughter. All right, anyway. And it's interesting because we use the Empress here as a blessing for this first day of August and the first harvest. So Christina, oh my gosh, Christina, this card for you. You're going into midwifery, aren't you? This is the card of the midwife. It is the card of the mother. It's the card of giving birth and the whole thing. So this week, I really believe that your whole educational journey quandary is going to get settled. Holla freaking Luya. There's no card I would rather see. I just put that together in my head about how that is so significant for you particularly. So look forward to some good stuff this week. And this just speaks so well of your educational journey and your career journey. So that's beautiful. All right. For Karen Winkle. Karen, thank you so much for being a member here. The Queen of Skulls, which would be the Queen of Swords reversed. Karen, I just feel like you may have some people around you who are saying things that are upsetting or doing things that are upsetting, or maybe it's you yourself in your own head upsetting yourself, but whatever it is. I'm back to don't let anyone piss in your Cheerios, not even you. Seriously. You need to do like good psychic hygiene and good mind hygiene. Do not let thoughts in that head, do not let those thoughts in that head that are not gonna make you feel good, okay? You gotta really curate and cultivate what's going on in there, my friend. All right. Mickey Klein, nice to see you. Oh, Melissa, the Empress card, very relevant, as my grandmother is very much on your mind, just brought in hospice this week. Yeah, we had talked that this could be where we're going, and I'm so sorry you're going through that, but good. Okay, Hagatha, I know who you are. So nice to see you. Give my love to Beppe and also to you. Thank you so much for being here. Mediha, I'm not a deadhead, but I'm super tempted to get that set. So, non-deadheads can work with these cards, but I'm going to tell you, if you read the book, which you'd have to do to work with these cards, you're going to be curious enough, you'll start listening to the music. And if you need help on your journey in, just reach out to me. I am definitely, because there's such a big catalog. Like, you can say, I don't like the Grateful Dead, but that's because you don't like this aspect of the Grateful Dead. There's always something in that catalog for everybody because it's so big. Just saying. I'm an evangelist for the Grateful Dead. Okay. Alice in Yogaland. One card for Deadhead Alice. Yes, indeed, sister. Absolutely yes. Oh, look at you. The Two of Roses reversed. You're the second one to get this. That's like the Two of Cups reversed. My guess is there may be some things going on in your relationship where there needs to be more communication, more understanding, more figuring out what works. And maybe even, Alice, in your own relationship with yourself. Figuring out what is true for yourself, how you love yourself, how you believe in yourself, how you don't believe in yourself, and how you need to change that. This, first and foremost, is a card about self-esteem. And so your own relationship with yourself may be something you need to work on this week as well. All right, Mickey Klein, so nice to see you. I would be happy to do a card for you. Oh, this has been a popular card today. The Eight of Bears. Whatever it is you're working on, you got to work on it. Whatever it is you're learning, put more time and energy into learning it. Have faith in yourself to be able to do, to learn, to produce, to create, to work, to do whatever it is you need to do. Do that, especially this week. Okay. JF1. Here we go. Here we go. And here comes Pamela's insight. Why would a dragon need matches? Man, it's an interesting question, isn't it? I love that. Probably many a deadhead, late night, in a van, somewhere with their friends, has contemplated that very question. Okay. JF1, here is a card for you. The Cosmic Wheel. Obviously the Wheel of Fortune. So, JF1, this week. This could simply mean you're going to have some good luck this week, which is always a great thing, and we welcome it. But you also want to recognize the ways that Spirit intervenes in your life. Look for evidence of spiritual intervention in your life this week, and when you see it, be grateful for it and be open to it. Katie Kondo, my good friend, thank you for being a member here. Thank you for the very generous super chat. Here is your card for the week. The King of Swords reversed. I have a very specific interpretation for this week, for this card, I must say, for you this week, about a very particular gentleman who may not communicate appropriately, who may not communicate what's really going on with him, who may not speak his truth because he does not know his truth and does not understand his truth. And your job is going to be to feel his truth and know his truth and hold his feet to the fire to get him to feel his truth. Seriously, that's your job. That's what I think. Trust your own knowledge, trust your own words, trust your own thoughts. Hey, Febborn, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Alrighty, it's Mechanic Monday. We got it. Very good. Here is a card for you. Terrapin of Roses reversed. That's the Ace of Cups reversed. Febborn, I think there are ways you're just not feeling the love. You know, maybe having to do with certain family members, maybe having to do with really wanting a partner, maybe having some disappointment about how to make your work go forward, but you're just not feeling the love, and that's hard. Take a breath. You're allowed to be sad. That's okay, but you can't live there. We're going to turn this right side up so that you can welcome in your heart the fullness of love that is there and available to you. So this week, if you're feeling sad, you know, you're allowed to feel sad. We all have to do that sometimes. But don't stay there. Welcome love, open your heart, and be open to good things and know how much love is within you. Pamela Phillips, good to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Card for you and a card for your daughter. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Okay, Pamela, I had, you know, we could call it a jumper, except really the reader was clumsy and shuffling, but only one card showed up right side up. I mean, you know, yeah, card side up, face up. That would be it, face up. So that's your card. Major Arcana 2, Lady. Of course, Deadheads will know she's the lady with the fan. From the Terrapin Suite. And she's the High Priestess. Pamela, few things. Number one, as much as communication is important, sometimes silence is important too. If you're not sure how to say it, maybe don't say it. Be very, very careful with your communication this week. Number two, be in a place of balance. The High Priestess sits between the pillars of mercy and severity. You do the same. Number three, recognize your own psychic nature and your own ability to communicate with spirit and find joy and comfort therein. All right. And now for your daughter. There it is again, man. The world reversed, eyes reversed. I feel like your daughter is not exactly happy with where she is in the world and what's happening. And she needs to look at that, but I almost feel like she just needs to hang in there and figure out why it's important that she does what she's doing and where it's going to take her. It's like she can't see where this is going yet, but sometimes we can't. Even if we're really psychic, sometimes we can't see where things are going. And what I can tell you is that she needs to give things time and they will go in the right direction for her. Okay, White Magic Witch. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh my goodness, card on the floor. Okay, and here it is. It fell on the floor and it fell face up. So it's your card, White Magic Witch, right side up. The Terrapin of Roses, that's the Ace of Cups. Love is coming for you. Maybe this week you meet someone significant, or maybe something happens that starts to set things in motion that will bring you the love that you're looking for. Lisa McCord, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. And those of you joining me on Instagram, thanks for being here. I am simulcasting on my YouTube channel. If you want to see the cards, come on over to my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet Tarot. All right, here we go. Lisa McCord, look at you. You also get the Empress, the mother. This week, focus on all the ways you make things happen. Focus on all the ways that you are creative. Focus on your connection to the women in your family. Focus on your ability to be prosperous and your ability to nurture yourself and others. Kyla, it's nice to see you. I feel like we haven't seen you in a really long time. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, here we go. Here we go, Kylas. There it is again. You're seeing that I'm shuffling, but this is like the most popular card today. It is the World reversed. Man, I think a lot of us are not happy with the world as it is. I think that is abundantly evident right now. But for you, very specifically, Kylas, what's going on in your world? What has turned your world upside down? What can you do this week to either heal from some things that have been unfortunate, to look at where we're at now and where you want to go and what you can do to get it there, and to support yourself on your journey. You are on your way to good things. You're not there yet. So support yourself on that journey. Oh man, JF1, feedback from the weekly reading. Just what you needed to hear. I found out last night my family had a memorial for my dad and didn't invite me. Wow, yeah. Absolutely. I'm so sorry. PLJ, nice to see you. You're going to get your card for the week, and it's also your birthday. So happy birthday to you. So this is also a birthday card. And look at you, you get the King of Cups. So for this week, and as you begin your new year and celebrate the anniversary of your birth, your solar return, know that you are operating at the highest vibration of love. You have love in your heart. Know that your male loved ones who are no longer with us, who are with us only in spirit, are very much with you on this day of your birth. Know how much you are loved by those who are here on the planet and those who are with you in spirit. Feel the love, my friend. That's what it's all about. Hey, Michelle F., nice to see you, and thanks for your love for Grateful Dead Tarot. It is pretty fabulous. Okay, so Michelle. Okay, there we go. The 9 of bolts, that's like the 9 of wands. Michelle, this may be a little bit of a tough week. Focus on your own healing and your own well-being. Have good boundaries when you need to, but be careful not to be overly defensive. And honestly, if you are holding space for people or things that aren't really working for you, you have permission to let it go, let it go, let it go. Don't do more than what you got to do. Seriously. All right. Horace Van Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here we are. Oh, look at you, Horace Van Dunn. You get doorway reversed, which is like temperance reversed. So this week, be careful about patience. And it might be time to do some shopping for some special ingredients. I don't know if those are crystals, herbs, paints, what it is you need, but I feel like this week the search is on for a special thing that you're looking for. It may be some knowledge that you need as well, but there's something specific that you're looking for. This week, put your energy into looking for it. Maybe it's not something you purchase, maybe it's something you find. But look for it, seek, and you shall find. Gemini Sun, nice to see you. I love this. Please bless me with your magic cards this week. Yes, I am happy so to do. Excellent. Okay, here we go. You saw me shuffle? And this came up for you as well. Gemini Sun, it's doorway reversed. That's temperance reversed. And, you know, when I saw that for Horace Van Dunn, I really made it be about finding the right ingredients. For you, I'm thinking it's all about patience and balance. That right now there are some things in your life that aren't working right. You're not finding the right balance, and it's causing impatience. Let the impatience motivate you to find the balance that works. You can fix this, and you will. Amber A., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. The Mirror. Card 16, this is the Tower. This week, if something doesn't work, let it go. If there's a lie, tell the truth. Do not put up with any BS. If something is built on a faulty foundation, take it down and allow something new to come. Likewise, if there are some things going on in your life that are different than what you would prefer, hold space for whatever disappointment, grief, or sorrow you need, but recognize that a new day will come. Raquel Revelta, Art and More, good to see you. Thanks for the good wishes for the grandchildren. A card of the week for you. You're leaving for a road trip tomorrow, and one for Cassandra. She went back to work today as a teacher. Okay, so a week of traveling for you. What do we see about that for you? Raquel. Okay. This card's been coming up a lot today, too. The Two of Roses reversed. Believe in yourself, Raquel. I think you're having a hard time with self-belief. And on this trip, whoever's going on this trip with you, do not get snippy with each other. Be patient with each other, keep a sense of humor, and have some fun together. Let it be fun. Seriously. Patient with yourself and patience with each other. And for Cassandra, back at her first day at work for the new school year, the Three of Cups. It's going to go very, very well this week for Cassandra. She's going to enjoy being back in her community. It's going to feel good. Let there be joy there. Let there be joy. Let there be creativity there. Okay, there's some astrology from Horst Van Dunn. Very good. Horst Van Dunn, why are you not a professional astrologer? Can we have that conversation someday? Soon? Okay, Peggy Lou Levens, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Okay. Peggy Lou Levens, here we go. Here's another one. But you know what? Here's five of skulls, which is also the Five of Swords. You're not the first person to get this. Peggy Lou, it is time for you to fight. Fight for what you deserve. Fight for what you want. You don't have to take crap from people. Pick your battles, but when you pick a battle, fight and fight to win because you can. Okay. Shalini Singh, nice to see you. Glad that you're here. What we do on Monday is a card for the week ahead, which I am happy to do for you. And you get the Ace of Cups. So one way or the other, there is good fortune for you when it comes to love. Okay, Hagatha, I figured it out as soon as you knew Ripple and said that Beppe says hi. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the week. I hope you and Beppe are doing great. Okay. The Terrapin of Bolts reversed. That's like the Ace of Wands reversed. So I feel like you need to focus on self-care this week. Take care of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You take care of everyone and everyone else, Hagatha. Dama, my friend. My friend, I had the pleasure of marrying Dama and Beppe, because I can do that, yeah. So, You need to take care of yourself. I feel like there's ways you are not feeling your best, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Do not put it on hold. Do not take care of it later. Take care of it now. And I hope Beppe is listening to this. And if he's not, you tell him I said so, because he needs to make you, because you won't always do it on your own. So you're on notice. Self-care for you. Oh, Ben, thank you for the feedback there. Very good. Okay. Teresa Chase. Teresa Chase, you're next, but I just over-scrolled, and I remember JF1, not the Wheel of Fortune. I remember the Wheel of Fortune came up for you, and you suffered a loss. Could it be that the Wheel of Fortune now is a message of love from that person? I would not take it the same way it manifested last time, but I would consider that it is a message of love from that person for you, and activate that card in that way. Seriously. Okay. Going back, looking for Teresa. There you are. Teresa Chase. Thank you for being a member here. All right, and if you're just joining us on Instagram, thank you for being here. I am simulcasting on my YouTube channel. If you want to be able to see the cards, come on over. Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube. Okay, and Ben, you're in both places. Look at that. Look at that. You're seeing me in stereo. All right. Teresa, here we go. Thank you for being a member here, Teresa. Here is your card. Oh, the Two of Bears, which is the Two of Pentacles. Now, I know, you've made changes as far as work and you're going to school and all of this. You're going to be busy, and you're going to feel like you don't have enough time, money, energy, anything, but you're doing all the right things to create what you need. So just keep doing it. You can handle. Remember that infinity sign here. Whatever you have to handle to get to where you're going, you can handle it. So you go. Okay, Kimmy, thank you for being here. Here is a card for you. Okay. Major Arcana 12, the Blues, which of course is the Hanged Man. So Kimmy, when I see this card, I always think about what can you control and what can't you control? This week, there may be some things going on that are outside of your control that you don't like. If you got to hang with it, you got to hang with it. But within it, there is some enlightenment that is available for you. When you cannot change your circumstances, you have to change the way you look at it. You have to change the story. You have to change your attitude in some way. And when you do that, the world looks different when you look at it in a different way. Practice that this week, and it will be helpful to you. All right. Joanne Smith, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. I know I haven't seen you in a while. Charlie reached out to let me know you got your new home. That's good. New week, new beginnings. Cards for you and Charlie, of course. Starting with you, Joanne. Okay, we have the Knight of Skulls, which is the Knight of Swords. Which comes from a really interesting song, Stagger Lee. And here she is coming out of the bar after shooting Stagger Lee. Delia DeLion. Okay, but what does that all mean for you, Joanne Smith? It means at this point you are moving swiftly, things are going in your direction, you are doing the right thing. I'm not saying you had to shoot someone in a bar, but I am saying you've been through some tough stuff. But you're coming out of that now, moving forward, the smoke is clearing, you have created some balance and created some justice, and now you are moving forward, and that's what's important. All right. And now for you, Charlie. Okay, Charlie. You're like the third one to get this today. The 9 of Bolts. It's also true for you. You've been a little beat up. You're a little wounded and you're tired. And remember to not be snippy, even though things have been tough. Take time, rest, relax. Do what needs to be done because you can. Things are moving forward. It's okay. The journey is coming to an end in a positive way, even though you're feeling kind of beat up. And thank you for being here, and thanks for being a member. Oh, Betty Flesher, the reading could not have been more accurate. You had to put your dog to rest. I am so sorry. So sorry. And thank you, everyone, for the feedback. I don't always read the feedback aloud in the interest of time, but I do appreciate it. And again, for those of you joining me on Instagram, I am simulcasting from my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's see. The next request I see is Linda Guerreri. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Here's a card for you. Oh, look at you. You are not the first person to get this today. 6 of Wands, 6 of Bolts in this deck. Victory. This week, feel confident. Feel confident in your ability to do great things. Recognize that you may get evidence of having done great things. You may win at something. You may find some victory or work toward it, so be bold. Ashley, nice to see you. Here is a card for the week. And Linda, happy Lughnasadh to you as well. Really appreciate that. One of my favorite holidays. I don't know, I like throwing wheat in the fire. It's a good thing. All right. Ashley, here is a card for you. You're the second one to get this, the King of Cups. Ashley, this bodes very well for you this week when it comes to romance. It also reminds you to be a good example to other people, to be a person with compassion. Even when it's hard this week, show up with compassion for yourself and others. Hey, TK, Karen Tillich, so nice to see you. We miss you so much here, it's not even funny how much we miss you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And here is a card for you for the week. Oh, look at you. Card Major Arcana 2, Lady, which is High Priestess. This week, TK, I think you're really going to start to bring things into balance. You're going to figure out your way forward. And you're going to find that you really are creating for yourself the perfect life. It's taken a long time to get there, but you are getting there, and this speaks so well of that. So be happy about where you are and where you're going. Anu Chowdhury, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a new subscriber. Here is a card for you. What we do is a card for the week ahead. Oh, and look at this, 3 of Cups. It looks like you are going to have a good time with people that you care about, that this could bode well for friendship, for love, and for community this week and going forward. Mystics Haven, so happy. So happy. Glad to see you. Here is a card for you. You saw I shuffled, but you get the King of Cups. This bodes well for your love life and just reminds you how you are in charge of your emotional life. You can process things the way you need to process them. that you are strong, you are capable. It's not your first rodeo. You can heal emotionally the way you need to heal, and you can be a bringer of love in every way, shape, and form. Mickey Klein, thank you so much for those kind words. Really appreciate it. Oh, Jackie, he arrives next week, but yeah, it could be an interesting week. That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, Zuri, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Isabella Matthews, that's the next request that I see. Thanks for being here. And here we go. Isabella Matthews, here's a card for you. The Lovers reversed. For those of you who know the Grateful Dead, it's Ruben and Charisse. Who else would it be? All right. Okay, Isabella, the Lovers reversed. This week you have to really spend some time thinking about who and what you actually want to have in your life. Are there people, things, situations in your life that don't belong there? Get rid of them. Are there things that you are trying to nurture to bring into your life? Then do so, because you get to choose. And above all, you must believe in yourself. You must show up for yourself in ways that you haven't. Hey, Kimberly, I saw you over on Instagram. My evil plot to bring you here to YouTube apparently has worked. Hallelujah. Here is a card for you. Okay. Major Arcana 8, it's called Hero, it's Strength. For those of you who care, it's from Samson and Delilah, the bees making honey in the lion's head. It's a long story. Okay, Kimberly. There may be some things that are upsetting you in some ways where you're not feeling strong, where you're not feeling like you have the ability. Where you are not feeling like things are going your way. Do not let other people make you feel that way. Do not let yourself make you feel that way. Recognize your strength and your ability, and all will be well. All right. Zuri, Yacht Zuri Shop, make sure you go to her YouTube channel. We're going to try to make her be a vendor at StarCon. All right. Here is a card for you, Zuri. The Three of Bears reversed. So, you know, you have been working really, really hard, and you're going to work really, really hard this week as well. But you may be changing up some of the things you're doing, and that's okay. Figuring out changes in strategy for this week and forward is a good idea. Mediha in Oregon, the Grateful Dead is big. Yes. Listen to them on the radio a lot. It is a culture of its own. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. And what's fun about this deck is it's written not just in the culture of the lyrics of the band, but the culture of Deadheads, which is its own community over 50 years, which is a really interesting thing too. Okay. Okay. Hang on. I'm over scrolling and under scrolling and figuring things out and reading feedback, which I appreciate. And all right. Lydia Mephistopheles, nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Second one to get this, the Lovers reversed. This week, think about your relationships. Is there some communication that you need to have in a particular relationship that you haven't wanted to? A friend, a family member, a lover, someone where there's something you need to say that you haven't wanted to say? Well, this week you need to say it. It is time. It is time for you to have that conversation. Okay. And again, thank you everyone for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Because it's so funny, you know, when I give you the reading, I'm just saying, and you know, you can see I get the same card for a number of people, but everyone gets their own reading, right? Because that's how this works. And it's so interesting to hear the feedback of how it works. So thank you for that. Especially Raquel and Teresa, really appreciate that. Okay. The next request I see is Amy Emberhart. Nice to see you. I saw you over on Instagram, so it looks like my evil plan worked to get you here on YouTube. And Amy will be doing an intensive presentation at StarCon, so get your tickets. All right, Amy. The Queen of Skulls reversed. It's like the Queen of Swords reversed. Whatever evil revenge you're planning, don't do it. Whatever way you're feeling like you're not sure how to use your voice, find your voice and use your voice. Recognize your skill as a writer, recognize your skill as a speaker of truth, and don't let anyone take that power away from you. Okay, and Peggy wants to know what my grandmother name is. So far, now, I mean, obviously, you know, the kids will do what they do, right? But I wanted a one syllable. I don't want a two syllable thing. I don't, that's just not a me thing. And so I gave Allison and Damien, I said, I can be Gran, I can be Nan, or I can be Grand. Those are the three choices that I prefer. If the kids come up with something else, that's up to them. And they're like, you're going to be grand because you are grand. So I'm grand. And aren't I? All right. And Teresa, yes, thank you so much, everyone. Please do like this video. That's very, very helpful. Okay, and thank you all for the feedback. Really appreciate it. I see a couple of last-minute requests. Aria Wilson, a card for you. Yes, indeed. The River, card 13, reversed. That is death reversed. Aria, if there's something you're thinking about giving up on, think twice. You should keep going. Keep going. Do not give up. On the other hand, if there are changes that have happened in your life that you cannot, changes that you do not like but cannot change, accept the change and know that what is good in your life continues. Think about that this week. Wendy, makeup and fashion insomnia. Nice to see you. A card for you. The 10 of Bolts reversed. It's like the 10 of Wands reversed. Get your friends to help you. Whatever it is this week, do not do it alone. Gather your friends. Don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. Oh, Amy, there you go. Meet that deadline. Yep, makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, interesting. Thank you for that, Horst Van Dunn, about the Empress on August 1st, holiday of wheat. And there's a lot of issues with wheat in Ukraine. That totally makes sense. Okay. Okay, from my perspective, I have answered every question. If I accidentally skipped you, I am so sorry if you're just getting here. If I accidentally skipped you, please reiterate. If you're just getting here, it is last call for readings, y'all. So, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Global Tarot Circle. The link is already up. Make sure you're there. The link in the description here for the StarCon website, it has been updated. You can see all the presenters we have now. You can see what we got going on. And you can get your tickets. So please do. There's a prize for the first 10 people who purchase in-person tickets. There's a prize. So get your tickets now. And of course, presenters, You'll be comped for all 3 days, so you do not need well, we'll give you the ticket that you need, not to worry. But if you're coming as an attendee, and we hope that you will, because it's going to be awesome. Get your ticket, starcon.com, STAARCON.com. And of course, I want to remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, in person in Palm City. Make sure you reach out. Please like this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Friends on Instagram, thank you so much for being here. Consider coming over. Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube. We want you. We need you. Oh, thank you for the support of that. Makeup and Fashion Insomnia, Wendy. It is, I mean, it's something to live up to, right? To be grand every day. All right. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Attic reversed, which is like the Hermit. Baby Cake, this week, do not sit alone. Talk to your friends, get out with your friends, be amongst people, be amongst the people you love. That will help make it a great week for you. My friends, check back. I'm going to be working on those tarot scopes next. That's like the next thing I'm doing. So check back for those tarot scopes. They'll be up soon. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you very much. For those of you who like the Grateful Dead, happy Jerry Day and Jerry Week and the days between. For those of you who celebrate, blessed Lughnasadh, good Lammas. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. And pinch punch first of the month.